Welcome to day 2. This is our final week, week 10. We've been doing this 10 weeks, guys, across the country. Are you kidding me?
10 whole weeks.
Sean Parr with us, the Remingtons. I've got the Jergies, our families. You are the most important part of our family because over 18 million people, 18 million of you have tuned in to say, look, I want to be part of what Camping World and Gander RV and Outdoor is all about, and that is getting on the road, guys.
We love getting on the road, 10,000 miles across the country. We've seen it all. It's been spectacular.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this will be the last chance, if you have even thought about it, to get in on the bottom prices. I mean, this is unbelievable. The Ultimate RV Show National Tour prices have been insane, which is why so many have decided to become a big part of our family. Right, Jergies?
It's true. Now's the time. So, and all the giveaways that are happening.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta get in on that. So if you haven't yet, text URVS to 46642 because we're giving away a lot of stuff, guys, still in these last 2 days.
Including a motorhome.
Somebody wins a motorhome at the end of the weekend. This is day 2. Tomorrow, day 3, somebody wins their motorhome. Listen, get in on the deals. Chris and Ian are going to be working hard to make sure you know everything you need to know about what we're doing this weekend. We're going to kick things off with the breathtaking bath and a half fifth wheels. Wait until you see some of these amazing units. Ian's going to start us off.
Woo, baby. It's heating up outside, and it's heating up right here on the Ultimate RV Show National Tour, folks. Right now, we have breathtaking bathrooms. That's what the segment is called, but honestly, it should just be called breathtaking fifth wheels, breathtaking layouts. We have 2 of them that are absolutely gorgeous. Very similar layouts. We'll see we definitely have some differences between the 2. The one we are starting in right now is the 2021 Forest River Cedar Creek 388RK, the RK standing for rear kitchen. But I really love this floor plan for a couple different reasons. I mean, you have this gorgeous rear kitchen, you have an awesome mid-living room setup, plus you have a huge front bath up front that is just, again, absolutely breathtaking. Now, because this is a rear kitchen, let's go ahead and start right back here. One of the things you'll notice is solid surface countertops. Folks, if you're not familiar with Cedar Creek, this is a luxury fifth wheel line. Everything you see in here will blow you away. I mean, it's beautiful, right? Everything from the aesthetics to the functionality to construction. I mean, you know, you're looking at aluminum studs that are 16 inches or less on center. Everything about the Cedar Creek top to bottom is high end. As we go through, again, you'll start to pick up a lot of these things. If you're wondering about price point, folks, this one is going to start at $75,995, which is as little as $15.20 a day. And for what you're getting, that's actually a great price. When we go through, you will see if you're looking to do some full-time living, this right here is a great option. So we talk about the solid surface countertops, but take a look at the sink, right? You have really deep bowls right here, and that's a big deal to me, especially if you're looking to use this full time, because chances are you may have, you know, some residential dishes and cookware, and this gives you the ability to actually put those in the sink and wash and rinse them. High-rise faucet, just like you would want. Beautiful cabinetry. Right, you know, I like what they've done here. You know, kind of the inlays where it's almost shadowed, right? A little bit darker stain in there. I think that was a pretty good choice. Help makes the cabinets pop a little bit. You know, raised panel cabinetry there. You know, looking up top, you can see that, you know, it's just tons of storage all the way around here, right? You can see that here, going around the back, all the way up top there. Microwave, gorgeous backsplash they use, plenty of electrical outlets. You have 3 electrical outlets all within reach right here if you need to plug anything in. You know, whether it's electric griddle, blender, coffee maker, whatever else, you have the space for it. You will also see the standalone 4-burner cooktop. And I really like that they put this in here. You know, again, it kind of makes it feel a little more residential, having the 4 burners there. And plus, another thing I love about it, take a look at the size of that oven, folks. If you have a Thanksgiving turkey you want to cook in there, you can do it. Casserole, enchiladas, whatever it may be, you can definitely fit it right in there. You also have great drawer space. You can see you already have a flatware divider built in. Slow close drawers. You know, again, we start talking about some higher end amenities, and that right there is one of them. Looking to the very back, 18 cubic foot Norcold fridge freezer combo, folks. Take a look at the size there. I mean, that thing is huge. The thing I like about this, right, is it gives you the same size as a residential refrigerator, but you can still run it off propane if you so choose. You have the option there. Big pantry. You know, not only will we have a lot of cold storage, but they have plenty of space for dry storage as well. You can see some of the pull-out drawers right here. Again, everything in there being slow close. You'll also see the backup camera. If you're wondering what we have in there, you got the backup camera. This, I think, is for the tire pressure monitor system that this one comes with too. So that way you can make sure that your tires are properly inflated. Because the last thing in the world that you want, of course, is a flat tire. Another thing that's really cool is the Firefly system that they use. You have these control panels. You can see that, in case you didn't know, these do pop off and they will absolutely still function. So if I want to control the lights, you can see I can do all that right here, right? Just touch of a button, super simple and easy to use. You will see those kind of located throughout this RV, and they will be tailored, let me put it up here a little bit. They'll be tailored to whatever is in that specific room. So, you know, if we're back here, click these, and if you push and hold, right, you can kind of make it go up and down, which is kind of cool. So you will kind of see those throughout the entire RV as we walk around. Another thing I really like here is both day and night shades. So, you know, right now we just have the day shades down, still lets a little bit of light through, but at nighttime you want the privacy, you can drop those down. You have your freestanding table right here, has a leaf in case you have some extra guests. You can see the 2 chairs there just for the 2 of you. There's an electrical outlet down there if you need to plug anything in. But one of the things I really like that's pretty unique in this layout is this, the fact they put in a desk. Folks, as everyone knows, right, more and more of us are working remotely. We have the ability to do it. A lot of companies, for the first time in the history of the companies, are figuring out, you know, different ways to make remote work not only available, but to make it actually, well, work, right? And so if that's become an option maybe for you, or maybe it's always been an option for you, something like this is awesome because now you have a workspace. It's built into your RV. You don't have to renovate. You don't have to try to put one in. It's already there right from the, right from the factory. You have a spot for all your cables and everything to run down, plenty of storage all the way throughout. If we spin around, we get into our living area. Large TV there. You can see a multimedia center with speakers, fireplace underneath, kicking out some heat. You have the trifold sofa right over to the side here. So, great thing about this is it's also a sleeping space if you need some additional sleeping space. The other thing I like about this one too is just the, I'm sorry, this is not a trifold, it is a pull-out. You can see the pull-out right there. The other thing that's nice about this one though is the fact that it is very comfortable, right? To sit right here, watching TV. Of course, the best seat in the house will be right across the way. That's your Allure furniture right there. That is your theater seating. Those are powered theater seats as well, so touch a button to have the feet come out. Same thing to go right back in. You'll notice the cup holders right there, and of course that is a straight shot across the TV right where you want it. Huge ceiling heights. I mean, look at the slide height in here, folks. You know, I'm 6 foot tall. You can see I'm not even close to topping out the ceiling in here, which is awesome, or topping out that slide topper. You have kind of a cool beam right along the back right there, a ceiling fan. Just a lot of great features. In the very back, I forgot to turn the lights back on, but in the very back there, you will see this one also has a quiet, cool AC with a heat pump, right? So, you want to cool things off. Having that quiet cool is great because that way when you turn it on, you're not yelling at each other, right? You can sit right in here. You don't have to turn the TV way up. And so that is definitely a big bonus feature. Again, you can see right here, we talked about having controls that are specific to where you're at. You can see kitchen ceiling lights, living room ceiling lights. The main control panel, of course, will be right here. You can control everything on there. Your lights, your HVAC, your slides. You'll see this one is prepped for a generator. It has solar controller built in right there for the solar panel that is up on the roof. Let's take a look at the breathtaking bathroom. No, I'm just kidding, folks. This is a half bath, right? But the great thing about it is it's easy to get to. It's right across from the doorway. So if you have to come in and use the bathroom, you come in, do your business, head right back out, you're good to go. Porcelain bowl right here, super easy to clean. Nice bright white cabinets. In a smaller space like this, I love that they went with a brighter colored woodwork, right? It doesn't make it seem closed in. It seems bright, open, beachy, clean, which is the feeling I want for a bathroom. You also see that big vent right up top there. That quickly and easily helps any air escape. If you're in here, doing your business, you may want that to hurry up and get out of here quickly. You'll also see right there is washer dryer prep. So if you want a spot for washer and dryer, this is where it'll go. But if you don't have washer dryer prep, because don't have washer dryers, a lot of people don't use it, you still get a big wardrobe there, which is awesome. Storage up top as well as right here to the side. And of course your sink top with true solid surface countertops. Going up top, you have the handrail here. Make your way up into the bedroom. Take a look at that, folks. You get a little space heater right there. You know, if it's a cold night, you want to kick that guy on, close the doors. They'll do an awesome job of warming this space right up for you. TV is on an angle down toward the bed, right? So that way, you know, you're not viewing it at a weird angle. It's kind of a straight-on shot. The bed's in a slide-out. This is something I really like that not a lot of manufacturers do. For the Valance, they put a shelf up there. That's something most manufacturers don't do, and I think that's actually kind of cool because that way, you know, you're not rolling over and hitting anything. And you can see that you have the electrical or the USB ports there, as well as electrical outlets. So if you have a CPAP machine or anything like that, you'll still be all set. Now this, folks, this is the breathtaking bathroom for so many different reasons. Let's start right here on the vanity. I mean, you can see you have this huge countertop, right? It's basically a dual vanity with one sink basin, which is very unique, but I like it. It works. I think it's cool. You'll see the mirrors right there as well. You have the hand towel ring, a ton of storage underneath, you know, and this makes me happy because that means I might actually wind up with some storage underneath the sink, right? My wife doesn't get all of it. There's enough storage, I might actually get some, and I love that. Taking a look right back here again. Whoop, shut that a second. More storage right over here. You can see all that storage there. Then if we take a look at the shower itself, take a step in here with me. One-piece residential shower here, folks. I love having the one-piece shower because it's less chance for any kind of leaks. You'll see right down there is a seat, so if you need to sit down or put your foot up there to, you know, shave your legs, something like that. Makes it easy to do so. Hand wand at 6 foot tall, even without that skylight, I can fully stand up in here with that skylight. I mean, I could be, you know, 6'2" and still be able to stand up in here and have no issues. Porcelain bowl, toilet paper holder right there. And then as we come in here, take a look at the size of this closet, folks. You have a full walk-in closet, hanging rod on both sides, storage up top, storage down below. I mean, we're talking, you know, shoes, clothes. You have hanging robe hooks in there, right? You'll also see your Wi-Fi extender in there. I mean, you have so much storage in this bath and a half floor plan. I absolutely love it. Gorgeous inside and outside as well. You'll see here that they have upgraded a little bit as far as the graphics. Very different graphics. The package that they went with here, a lot more modern on the design. You know, we'll take a look at the front real quick, and we'll come back to this because it's just so much to hit on. But you have a painted, you know, true painted front cap on there. You can see your LED lights inlaid in the side, Cedar Creek right there. You have the Air Ride by Trail Air. So nice upgraded kingpin helping to, you know, get rid of some of that bucking and chucking and just give you a smooth ride all around. That generator prep located right up front right there. Coming around to the side is your leash latch. If you have a place to tie, or you need a place to tie up your pet, that's where you can do it. Auto level on here, touch a button and you're good to go. Take a look at the size of that garage storage right there, folks. Huge storage right there. You can see your reel right over to the side, so nice power reel there for your 50 amp cord. You can also see propane quick connect underneath, drop frame on here, folks. There is so much that I'm not going to be able to talk about on the outside of this. We just don't have time. But here's the great thing. If you want kind of a personalized walkthrough of this RV or any RV that we have over the 80,000 that we have coming in or the 20,000 we have on the lot right now, all you have to do is text the word FRESH to 46642, and that'll get you in touch with one of our specialists to walk you through any unit you want.
Demand for RVs is at historic levels, which is why we are working around the clock to bring you over 80,000 factory fresh RVs. That's the largest selection of RVs in the world. Fresh from the factory to our stores to your driveway or campsite. RVs are made by Americans for Americans. And now you can see America for less. Shop over 80,000 factory fresh RVs starting at just $5 a day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World or Gander RV and Outdoors today.
Big Dog, thank you so much for running over here real quick.
Yeah.
That Cedar Creek was beautiful.
Yeah, dude, gorgeous.
And
absolutely
you know,
gorgeous.
RVs have advanced to a point now where they're so, just the technology inside of them is mind-boggling.
Oh, yeah.
But we wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking about some of the additional things you can get for your RV to make the
Yes,
trip
sir.
a little bit better thanks to technology.
Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy, right? I mean, they've come a long ways. I mean, everything, you're talking GPS, to something that's really cool. And I showed this to a few people, and they instantly loved it, right?
Yeah.
Is the propane tank monitor.
Really cool.
It's something that's so basic, but just makes perfect sense. And the cool thing about that, Chris, is that it's not only for RV, right? Like if you go back home, you can throw that in the bottom of your grill.
Yeah.
Now you're a smoker, right? You don't have to worry about it running out in the middle of you cooking food.
And it's Bluetooth, dings right back.
Yes, sir.
Same thing for the tires. I call it the tire mender.
the minder.
The tire mender. The tire minder. Having the pressure monitoring systems, on your wheels, and a lot of them just go right to your cell phone with a little app. It tells you how everything is on every tire. You can do it on your car as well as on your RV. There's so many options for upgrading the technology, including upgrading your entertainment.
Yes.
By getting a little 4G router. If you don't have one already built in, this is essential for staying connected.
Yep.
And dude, the lit.
Yes. So
love the lit.
Furion is a newcomer to the RV industry. Probably 4 or 5 years ago, they really started blowing up. And they've come out with all sorts of tech. Like if you want to talk about a tech-forward company in the RV industry, Furion is definitely one of them. And so they have an excellent backup camera. A lot of RVs are already prepped for it. So if for people that are watching, go to the back, they can check, look right up there, and it'll say Furion right on it.
Yeah.
They can come pick one of these up, have it installed, nice and simple. That way you can see what's behind you. And now they actually have come out last year or so with the side cameras as well.
Yeah, the side vision's awesome.
And some manufacturers will actually put these, they'll prep them above the door so that you kind of have a door cam, right? It's like a Ring doorbell cam kind of.
Oh, that's cool.
It's right there. So if someone's at your door, you can just pick up your screen and be like, oh.
Little campsite security. Oh, Chris.
Dropping off a little Amazon,
Yeah,
right?
oh, Chris is here.
Smile
He's
on a
going to take
box.
the beer, shut the doors, lock it. They also come out with the lit speaker, which I'm a big fan of, because if you don't have good Bluetooth sound inside your RV, this is one that'll provide it through the tube, as well as you can throw it on your bike, throw it in your backpack, get rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
And for me, technology all starts with the power.
Yes, sir.
And having something that's going to protect that power is important.
Absolutely essential.
So the surge guards, they come in 30 and 50 amp. You have the ones that are hardwired. You have the ones that are portable. They even have ones now that have the little Bluetooth monitoring, little remote monitor that'll you just keep with you and tell you how everything is. But having that, absolutely just important.
It's 101, Chris. I tell people all the time, that if you don't have one, it is something you absolutely have to pick up. It'll save you so much money in the end versus having a refrigerator or a microwave or something that gets hit with a power spike.
Don't get bit by the post monster.
That's exactly it, my friend. That's exactly it.
Now, you and I both have kids, and we know that entertainment is also extremely important when you're on the road.
Yes.
So getting something like the dish, where you have the tailgaters, the playmakers, you want to make sure you stay being able to watch those programs at night, watch the local news. Having that's important too.
One of the things I really like about Dish, Chris, is the fact that it's a pay-as-you-go plan, right? Like at home, probably a lot of people that are watching as well, I pulled the plug years ago on cable, right?
Yeah.
So I mainly stream at home, but if I'm out on the road and I want some more options, sometimes the Wi-Fi is a little bit tougher, especially if you don't have an extender or something like that. So when you start looking at satellite options, the pay-as-you-go is fantastic.
That's the way to go, yes. But for traveling, I think it's integral. All right. Ian's got to hop back into some more RVs. I think you got some more fifth wheels to check out, so we'll see you here in a minute.
Sounds
Ultimate
good.
RV Show is going to continue next. Hang on.
With the Camping World Best Price Guarantee, we'll beat any competitor price by $500 guaranteed, or write you a check for $1,000.
I will never lose a deal over price, ever, and I guarantee it.
Learn more today at campingworld.com.
So you're thinking, Ian, that thing was absolutely beautiful, and I would say you're right. But maybe it's a little over the budget, and that's okay, folks, because here's the great thing. Here at Camping World, folks, we have an RV for every lifestyle, every budget. And if you love the floor plan, but maybe you want something that aligns a little bit better, that's what we have right here. Folks, this is another one by Forest River, but this is the Sabre 37 FBT. And as we go through, you'll see that the floor plan is similar, but different, right? So when I say the reason it's similar is because, here we're still gonna have a bath and a half. You have the big front bath up front. You have a rear kitchen, mid-living. But as you can see, we take a look at this rear kitchen and we definitely start having some differences in layout. As far as size, so this one's gonna be a little under 43 foot. I think it's 42 foot 8 inches. Weight, you're looking at 11,300 pounds dry. Sleeping 6 in here, big RV, but again, folks, we talked about that Cedar Creek, how beautiful it was, a little bit on price point. This one right here, you're looking at starting at $55,995. That's under $56,000. It's about $13.41 a day for this absolutely beautiful fifth wheel. Let's rock and roll and head on through it. You will see residential refrigerator right here. So as we open it up, a little bit less cubic feet in here, a little bit smaller, but still wonderful. Residential fridge, you have a lot of cold storage there still. 2 freezer compartments right down underneath. So, you know, again, plenty of cold storage, a little bit up top there. I like what they did with the glass, kind of a designer glass storage all the way around here. Zebra shades, this is something that's unique to the Cherokee family, which Sabre is part of. And what you will see, the reason they call them zebra shades, right? How they have the black and white stripes. Clever. When we go like this, you'll see though the cool thing about them is it kind of lets you let in the amount of light that you want. So if you kind of want to, you know, block out the light or have privacy at night, you go just like that. You want to let in a little bit, boom. You want to let in full light, you can do that. Or, you know, you can put them all the way up and just have, you know, the window just as is. So they do work very well too. They're weighted. They're super simple to lower and raise. I think they actually designed them very well, and I personally like the functionality. Right here in the back, solid surface countertops. You have the apron front sink on there. You know, we'll take off the sink top covers so you can take a look at that sink. You see it's kind of like that black stainless steel that's becoming really popular on the residential side of things. And I like the fact that the sink top covers do line up with the countertop, right? So you have flush mount right here. So all this is prep space. Now, what I tell people a lot of times what I would do, I would just take off one side, right? That way I have all this prep space right here still. And then if I need to access the sink, need to wash something off, wash off veggies, whatever it may be, I have that right over there. But, you know, this one has pretty good prep space all through here. So if you want to take both those off, have an open sink, hey, the world is your oyster, you do you. Right in the back, you will see a couple different electrical outlets there, as well as USB ports. If you need to plug anything in, you have the ability to do that. The cooktop here is recessed, folds up and back just like so. The knobs do light up if you're into the blue light look. You'll see underneath is the oven, in case you need to do any cooking there on the oven. And then all around, you see storage, right? So we pull this guy out. Good storage there. These drawers are a little bit deeper, so you have a spot for your flatware, everything else you need. Storage for pots and pans right there, plus additional underneath the sink. And then you have that other drawer underneath the cooktop there. And just like we had in the Cedar Creek, you have a pantry. Now, again, what you'll notice is this one doesn't have any drawers, right? Our drawers are not slow closed. We don't have the drawers here. It's just shelving space. You know, you can see some of the storage across the top. You'll also notice a couple other things. If you look up kind of the trim right there, right, you can see that it's lit all the way along the crown molding, which is pretty cool. You know, it just kind of gives it that accent lighting. Plus you have LED lights all the way throughout here. You'll see the opposing slides in this main living area. And you have the freestanding table, again, kind of like we had in the Cedar Creek. This one will have all 4 chairs right here though, instead of one at the desk and another one tucked away. They are built to all be out at the same time. What you'll notice though is in place of a desk, this one goes with another sofa. So again, it kind of comes down to what you want, right? Do you want having, you know, the 2 opposing sofas having more of that front living room feel? Or do you like having a desk, having that mobile office? You know, when we talk about floor plan, that's some of the differences. There's definitely some construction differences as well. We'll see that when we go outside. You know, this one doesn't have the drop frame, not quite as much storage out there, a little bit different sidewall construction, things like that. But the fact that, you know, you have options in a very similar floor plan is a point that I just want to make sure that, you know, if you're new to RVing, something that you understand, right? Because even though it's a similar floor plan, there will be those subtle differences. And, you know, we're talking about, you know, a nearly $20,000 difference between this one and the Cedar Creek. And I don't have enough time, unfortunately, you know, as I tour these RVs during the national tour here to go over all those differences. But here's the cool thing, right, is if you saw this and you're interested in, say, Ian, what makes a Cedar Creek $20,000, you know, difference in the Sabre? And I'll tell you that there definitely is differences there. And you know, it all depends on you if that's worth it to you or not. But all you have to do, folks, what I want you to do is just text that word FRESH to 46642, because that will get you in touch with one of our specialists, and they are able to walk you through, and they can spend some time with you and talk to you about the differences between them, so you can kind of compare, contrast, and see which one will be right for you. Because maybe, you know, the desk and the sofa isn't enough to justify 20 grand, and I agree, it's not, right? I can buy a hell of a desk for $20,000, but what I will say is that, you know, there definitely are the differences there. So, you know, just make sure you text that word FRESH to 46642. We'll walk you through it and show you what they are. Storage across the top right there. You can see the big TV. You'll also have the fireplace underneath. And again, folks, another tri-fold sofa right over to this side. So you do have good sleeping space. I mean, you can easily sleep 6 people in here. You know, you have 2 on each sofa plus 2 up in the master bedroom. You can see your theater seating right there. These, of course, do both recline. You will also see right here in the cup holder, you have a massage feature, as well as heated seats too. So, you know, if you want to just kind of put your feet up, kind of relax a little bit, warm your booty up, massage a little bit, you can do that. Coming up front here, you'll see this is your main control panel. So, you know, and again, you have light control on here, you know, as well as some of the other devices. If we click here, might not do it for me. There we go. So you can see your awning, leveling, slides. You can kind of choose everything right from that, that computer. Making our way into the half bath. So, it is still a porcelain bowl, which is great. Makes it nice and easy to clean. Big linen closet. You can see that right here. You have a window helping to bring in some natural light. You have the sink top right over here to the side, as well as storage underneath. Your tank monitoring panel is in here as well. So if you're wondering where that's at, that is where you'll find it. As we make our way upstairs, this is the master bedroom. Now, one of the things you may have noticed was that the height in the bathroom, right, it didn't have super high ceiling height. Why is that? Well, if you want to turn around, Kevin, show them what they got right there. Show the people what they've won. You get storage. So you can see you have a bunch of storage up here, folks. And that, you know, for some of your larger items, extra bedding, things like that, that's a great spot for it because it is so big. Second AC will be located here in the bedroom as well. I mean, this is a big RV, right? You're almost 43 foot long. You're gonna want that second AC, especially if you're in, you know, Arizona heat like we are, you know, today. You're definitely gonna want that to help cool down the RV. Spot for the TV will be located there, connections right up top, drawers underneath, and then our slide-out bed will be located there. You will see the kind of barn-style door or farm-style door, right? You can see that here, closing it off. And then in the front is our breathtaking bathroom. Here we go. You'll see this one does have more of your dual vanity setup. So you kind of have a sink for each right there, mirrored medicine cabinet right up above. Still plenty of countertop space over to this side. You know, I understand that, you know, it's not quite as much as I would have liked right here because this is probably the side I'd get because, again, my wife wants all the countertop space in the world. So I think, you know, the Cedar Creek had a little bit more countertop space, but you do get big sinks, which is nice. You know, so if I'm trimming up my beard here, you know, it's a good chance it's going to go down in the sink and not all over the countertop. One of the things I do want to point out right here, because this is something we don't get very often, and that is you get a full-length mirror, right? It goes all the way down to the ground, and that's something that's pretty hard to find in a lot of RVs. So I do like they put the full-length mirror there. You'll also see the hanging rod going all the way across, shelf up top. You have plenty of shoe storage right there. And taking a look over to this side here, you will also notice this one has washer and dryer prep. So plenty of space in there too. And I believe this one was a customer pick one week, and for good reason, folks. I mean, again, everything you're getting here, you get the bath and a half, this beautiful front bathroom. You have, you know, the nice big rear kitchen, that mid-living with the, you know, that dual opposing slide and theater seating setup kind of gives you that feeling of having a front living. You know, plenty of room here in the shower, in this front bath. And what I always like to say, you know, I tell people too, you know, my in-laws have a front bath. And the cool thing about it is if you have little ones like I do and they need to take a nap, you have plenty of space right in here to be able to set up a pack and play, right? Open up the vent, set up a pack and play. They can nap right in here. You hook up a little camera so you can see what's going on, making sure they're, you know, that they're obviously napping safely. But it gives you that kind of separation of space. But, it, you know, again, you get all of that, folks, and for the price point, you know, the fact that this one is starting at, you know, under $56,000 is absolutely incredible. I mean, for that price, for what you get, I think Sabre absolutely knocked it out of the park here. Coming outside, a couple things to hit on here as well. Let's take a walk up front, right? I always like to kind of start up front because that's what you see as soon as you back up. You know, you want to see that front end. What are we looking at? So you got this beautiful front end right here, kind of have the saber-toothed tiger right up front, dropping down below. You'll notice this front storage compartment. One of the things I actually kind of like, and I know it takes up a lot of space, but I actually like that the spare tire is up here. Now, hopefully you never have to use it, but the fact that it is protected from the elements and tucked away right in here, I think is pretty great. You don't have to get down on your hands and knees or underneath the RV to access it. You'll also see your auto level system, so you can touch a button, level everything out. You have 2 batteries right there. You have the inverter for the refrigerator inside to make sure that everything is staying nice and cool. Then we come back a little ways, you have a little outside kitchen, right? You can see your sink right there, refrigerator, you have propane quick connect in case you want to hook up a grill or anything like that. And then your storage. Now, what you'll notice is the storage isn't quite as deep as what we had in the Cedar Creek because you don't have that drop frame giving you that extra storage, but it definitely is still pretty good storage right there. And again, folks, there's so much more on these. You know, when we start talking about 43-foot motorhomes, we just don't have enough time to cover it. But again, if you text that word FRESH to 46642, we have specialists that can take you on a personalized walkthrough. If this is the one, if you've seen everything you needed and you want to lock in that price starting at under $56,000, then instead of texting FRESH, use the word RV and text that to the same number, the 46642. That'll lock in your pricing and you'll be the brand new owner of a Sabre 37 FPT.